mean, we'll
know.
see. I have no idea. Pretend like I'm the sound engineer. No clue what I'm doing. Hey, everybody. I'm Megan.
I'm Wendy.
And welcome to Long Story Short, the podcast.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. Coming from my closet.
Me too.
My husband asked, he's like, why do you do it in the closet? I'm like, dude, soundproofing. Doesn't that make sense?
Yes, all these, the laundry absorbs.
Yeah. All these stinky, dirty clothes and shoes.
I am sweating like a pig, though.
Me too. I can't even open the door to the closet because the damn dog's out there and I'll hear it crying or barking or the noise. Oh my God. So here we are. Podcasting from the closet.
Are in the booth.
How are you?
I'm great. So excited to be recording another podcast. It was so fun to drop that trailer.
Yeah.
And to have people actually listen blew my mind.
I know. We got one download, guys.
We surpassed Wendy's goal of 1, which was, start small.
Yeah.
But we actually significantly surpassed it. I was thrilled sending Wendy texts all day long. And then when we got the Apple Podcast approval, it was like Christmas morning in my house.
I danced in my kitchen. I was so excited.
Did I. So thank you so much to everyone who listened to the trailer and who has subscribed already. If you're new to Megan and Wendy and Long Story Short, welcome. But we're not new.
We've been doing this for a real long time.
I had to go back in the YouTube archives, and it has been 6 years.
Yeah,
6 years we've been working together.
If you guys don't know, we started a YouTube channel, 6 years ago. I did not want to do it. Megan begged me to do it.
Dragged kicking and screaming.
Seriously didn't want to do it. I ended up really liking it at first, and then, like we said in our previous episode, I get like, if it doesn't spark joy for me anymore, like I need to bounce. So
yeah, the enthusiasm waned. And Wendy has tried to quit, Long Story Short as a whole, every year for the past several years. And every year.
I think Megan quietly she lays on the guilt. And then I just go, okay.
First of all, that's not true. Let's just put it out there. Yeah. I'm very kind and open to whatever decision you make.
She just knows at this point that I usually circle back around and go, okay, listen, I have all these ideas. Let's go.
So a little Megan and Wendy backstory. We met, in quotation marks, on Twitter and then in person later that same year in 2011 at a blogging conference back when we both had our own little mommy blogs. So
we were talking about this earlier off mic about meeting for the first time. Now, I don't really remember meeting on Twitter. Like, I know that's where we met. But actually meeting you first time, I remember it was almost cinematic. Like you were coming down an escalator and I was maybe going up the escalator. It was very, cinematic is the best way I can describe it. And I don't remember who you were with. You were with another blogging gal. And she was like, Orange County. Yeah.
That's my friend Erica.
Oh my gosh. It's so funny. Like, I just remember going like, oh, that's Megan. Okay.
I make a good first impression, guys. But we became blogging friends, as they say, from there. And kind of ran in the same circles. And, I started the long game of trying to get Wendy to work with me. And, look, I'm relentless. What can I say?
It's worked out. I mean, we've had some really good highs. We've had some lows as well, but we've had a good little run.
Absolutely. And here we are, brand new podcast, Wendy Can't Quit Now.
Oh, try me, lady.
Off the podcast, you can find everything else we do at meganandwendy.com. And if you have any questions, anything you want to say, we would love to hear from you. Email us anytime at meganandwendy@gmail.com.
I would be so excited if somebody emails us. I was excited for one download. I might I don't know if we get an email from somebody. Okay, so we thought with this first episode we would share with you guys and each other, actually, some of the craziest shit we bought during this pandemic. I know I have a very long list of stuff that I've purchased, and I know Megan has a few items. So tell us, Megan, tell us one thing that you've bought during this pandemic.
Well, in the beginning, I didn't order anything. Like, I felt such guilt about, like, burdening the delivery
Amazon
driver system. Yes. So I didn't order anything, but that dam has since been broken. And the very first thing I bought were materials to crochet a blanket.
What?
And I should say that I had a few things on hand. Like, I had one little skein of yarn. I'm like, I'm going to learn how to do this. And then, like, I got far enough and I was like, well, I need more yarn. So I did order more yarn, and I do have enough yarn in my house to complete a blanket, but the blanket is about 18 inches square at this point. Haven't touched it in months. And when I was originally working on it, my daughter was like, oh, can I have that? And I thought, sure, I'll give it to her for her birthday, which was in June. So that didn't happen. But maybe Christmas.
She's going to be like, my mommy made this for me during the pandemic.
That's my pandemic blankie. That's my goal. Finish by Christmas.
The thought of crocheting makes my hands ache so badly. You don't even understand. When do you have time to crochet? You read so many books. So how do you read books and crochet at the same time?
Well, you can't. You could do an audiobook. Audio's not my favorite. But in the beginning, we were watching so many movies, so much TV as a family. It was like every night it was dinner and a movie. And so it was just something to do. And also early on, I had a really hard time reading books. I could not focus. So it took me a while before I started reading again. And so while we were watching movies, I would just sit there and crochet my anxiety away. It just gave me something to do with my hands, because I think we can all remember kind of in those early days, well, at least me, I was buzzing with anxiety and needed something to do. And honestly, it was a great outlet. I should go back to it. I'm actually looking at the basket of crochet supplies in my closet right now. I should dig them out. They're probably dusty. All right, let's hear it, Wendy. What'd you buy?
Okay, so we were all about fitness at the beginning. You know, my husband goes to the gym a lot. So when the gyms got closed down, he's like, I'm buying a spin bike. And I was like, for you, because I wasn't getting on it. Come on, spin bike seats are so uncomfortable.
Truly.
It's not happening. I need like a big gel seat on it.
Although all the spin bikers in my internet circle swear that you just have to like power through the numbness for like a week and then you're okay.
No, I'm not into it at all.
Can't do the numb crotch for a week.
No. Oh my God. So one day this huge ass box shows up on our step, and it's a spin bike in a box. Everybody's talking about Peloton. My husband buys the Bobo Peloton. And honestly, he's had so many problems with it since day one.
Is he going to get one of those resale Pelotons? How they have the brand new upgraded version?
I doubt it. I think he's just sticking it out with this one. I mean, it works for him, but it's got like this beautiful big like computer screen on it, and it doesn't work. So he lays his iPad on it. Oh my God, you guys. So in the same vein of exercise, I also thought that I would start like that mini trampoline.
No, you're busy Phillipsing in your living room.
The garage. But yeah, so I bought this trampoline. The first time I was on it, I hurt my...
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what the end of that sentence is going to be. I just filled in the blanks with 19 possibilities. You hurt your what now?
My back.
Oh, not where I was going.
Oh my God, I am laughing so hard. I'm crying right now because I just remember I was like so excited about this stupid trampoline. I was like, oh, nope. I have already sold it on Facebook Marketplace. It's gone.
Not suitable for adults.
Of a certain age. No. My 12-year-old daughter was so bummed when I sold it because it was like super exciting to have this like little trampoline in the garage, and I was like, ugh. All I saw was like Advil and a heating pad. buy it. Long gone. I remember the person who bought it was like, oh my God, it's brand new.
Okay, the next thing I bought, I have had much more success with, and this is a thing that I truly enjoy and I'm continuing to use, and that is an entire collection of items with which to do dip nails. Now,
I just heard you say dip, and I was like, what?
now for the uninitiated, dip nails, it's like I don't like, they need a better name. It's something about the, anyway. It is.
You don't like the way dip rolls off your tongue? It doesn't feel good to you?
It really doesn't. It does not spark joy. They are colored powders that you dip your nails into, and with a combination of liquids, they turn into these beautiful nails. Kind of like the acrylic nails of yesteryear, but rather than painting over the top of them, the color is built right in. And it is not a quick process, let me tell you. It takes like 2 hours to do a full set of nails, but I enjoy it so much.
That's way too long for me.
It's like the process, because you can't do anything else. It requires a lot of focus for me, and it's just really like meditative. Like it's the only time in my day where I'm only doing one thing without a distraction, because I can't focus on anything else. And it's
Mommy's doing her nails. Do you have a full setup?
I do. Man, I have 2 bins that I keep with all of my supplies, and I have one with like all of the supplies I need right now. And then I have an overflow bin, a backstock bin, as they say on the home edit. And I take the bin downstairs and I get myself all set up. My nails look good. I have never made my own nails look this good, and I have tried to take pictures, but turns out I have ugly hands, so the pictures just don't turn out. A nail fee, as they say on the gram.
A what?
A nail fee.
What now? What's it? Oh, like a selfie.
But I truly enjoy it. A big thank you to my friend Adele, who was the one who told me that this is absolutely the hobby I needed to have. She is my dip nail enabler, and I am better for it.
Oh my God. I gave it till next summer, and then you'll throw all that stuff away. I have a couple more things. Are you ready?
I am.
Have you seen the Facebook and Instagram ads for Berlin and Daughter?
Zero idea what that is.
It's a posture corrector.
Oh, like yes. Does it zap you?
No, not that one.
I want the zapper.
You wear it like a backpack kind of, and it pulls your shoulders back, and you're only supposed to wear it like up to 20 minutes a day or whatever to retrain your hunched shoulders like I suffer from.
Yes.
So yeah, I bought it, but I haven't worn it yet. It's been in my drawer.
I need one of those. I have the world's worst posture. I find myself having to like roll myself up.
Have we met? No, mine's terrible. Mine is so terrible.
Well,
you can definitely borrow it if you want to try.
I need you to try it and report back next episode. Wear it.
Okay, I will wear it.
My next purchase is probably my favorite, and I am definitely not the only one who made this purchase, as they were sold out everywhere, and that is the garage chest freezer.
I'm so jealous.
It has changed my life, no joke. I love it more than any current possession that I have. It's funny because when I mentioned it to my husband, I thought immediately he would say, we do not need that. Because I guess we don't need it. But I really felt in my heart that we needed it. And he agreed immediately. I was shocked. But turns out like he really just wanted like a home for all of the frozen treats.
Oh,
With
me,
I'm thinking like there's a meat shortage. I'm going to start like a little bit of a stockpile. I'm going to bake and freeze things. Haven't baked a thing. But he's thinking, no, we're going to go to the popsicle wholesaler and fill that bitch right up.
Okay, so how do you find a popsicle wholesaler? Is this like where the ice cream trucks go to fill up there?
Yes, and I'm telling you, it was like kismet because The day we placed the order for our freezer, I saw a Facebook post from a fellow Orange County blogger about a local Orange County popsicle wholesaler that is open to the public. And honestly, had I seen this any other day, never would have paid any attention. But that day, I was in freezer stocking mode. And let me tell you, the day that freezer came, I went to the Orange County Popsicle Wholesaler. They are in Fullerton. I would be happy to leave a link in our show notes at meganandwendy.com/podcast, because if you're in Orange County, you're going to want to go there. They are very pandemic friendly because everyone's in a mask. It's basically outdoors. They bring everything out to your car. It's very easy. You order off the pictures off the wall. You look at all the
it's like ordering from the ice cream truck.
Exactly like ordering from the ice cream truck. They sell it by the case, and for a while there, our freezer was a beautiful thing. Our stock has since dwindled, and the kids keep asking when I'm going back.
Yeah. Like, so what did you feel? You got other things than popsicles, right? I mean, popsicles don't do it for me, so.
Me either. We got... Now, the problem is that, like, these ice cream truck wholesalers are not, like, down with, like, the dairy free. They're very much in, like, the classic ice cream. So we bought Bomb Pops and 50/50 bars and Chipwiches and Oreo ice cream sandwiches and frozen Snickers ice cream bars for our first round.
Have you been back?
No.
Okay.
All that are left are the frozen Snickers ice cream bars.
Oh.
Which surprised me, because if they didn't make me violently ill, they would be my favorite.
Okay, so what's in the freezer now that you've exhausted your stockpile of ice cream treats?
Well, it's kind of a sad, sad little display. There's a few frozen pizzas in there, extra frozen, like some chicken and some frozen turkey in there, but it really needs to be restocked. And in the chest freezer of my dreams, it would be filled with, like, baked goods that I've prepped that are ready to come out, perhaps soups that I've made and frozen that are ready to just pull out on a moment's notice, and dinner is ready. Turns out, though, that buying a chest freezer does not actually change who you are as a person.
Right.
So,
well, with Thanksgiving coming up, you can put a turkey in there. That's a good idea. Some frozen pies.
Yes.
That's a good idea. Oh, wait, you make homemade pie, don't you?
Not terribly successfully, no.
Oh, okay. But, I mean, it's going to have its use. I mean, I'm jealous. I would love... We have a tiny little, like, pull-out drawer freezer. It doesn't have a lot of room in it, so you can even put, like, a full-size frozen pizza in it because it's so small.
Yeah, those stress me out.
So, I would love a freezer or a refrigerator for the garage. I think that is just rich people stuff.
You've made it with your chest freezer.
Can you imagine your kids' friends are like, let's go to their house. They have a freezer full of ice cream treats.
Back when they used to have friends over.
Well, in the future. All right. Are you ready for my last
I am.
big...
Lay it on me.
Why did we do it?
Mm-hmm.
We got a dog.
Yes! A pandemic puppy!
We got a pandemic puppy. We sure did.
Man.
Because I was like, we're going to be home. It will be no problem. I could totally raise this dog and train it, and it will be awesome. And it's not.
One of those things is true.
That we're home and we can train it.
Just the home part.
Oh, my God.
The actual logistics of bringing home a puppy when you are already 2 dogs deep.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We have 2 other dogs. So now we're like that family that has like 3 dogs, and it's the floor is always dirty. The backyard's a wreck. I'm always trying to like hold one dog back when I open the front door. It's a nightmare. I love this damn dog, but whoa, it's a lot of work. And
three dogs is a lot.
It's a lot of... Okay, so here's the story. We have an older dog, a senior dog that I don't know how much longer we have with him.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, let's get this third dog. It's going to make the transition easier for the second dog, right? And, you know that dog has quite a history. And I think he's just going to keep on kicking for as long as he can.
Well, if for the uninitiated, this dog was found running around on the USC campus.
South Central LA, yeah.
And Wendy rescued him, chased him down, jumped out of the car.
My husband technically chased him down and was bit in the face by this dog.
Oh.
But so he's like I just love him to death. Like
Yes.
he's, and I feel like I saved him, so I don't.
Absolutely.
Anyway, it's not a story about him. It's a story about the new dog who is just a lot of work, and she's mean. She's not mean. She's a bully to the other two dogs, which everything I read was like, don't worry, let the older two dogs will train the puppy. They'll
Yes.
tell her what's appropriate and what's not. Nope. They're like totally passive. Like,
They're the betas.
yeah, it's awful. So she's only 6 months old now. She's still a real puppy. It's just going to take way more work than I anticipated.
I would love to hear from others who got pandemic puppies and how it worked out, because we got a puppy in December. So not a pandemic puppy, but he was still very much a puppy as, everything started shutting down. And truly, I have been so grateful that we have a dog. I mean,
Aww, yeah.
I am unnaturally attached to that dog. Like, he's our baby. And I don't know what he'll do when life goes back to normal, because he's never alone.
Right. So same with us here, where somebody's always home. And in the past, we would come and go. My husband didn't work from home. My daughter's at school all day. I don't particularly like to be at home during the day. So yeah, there's going to be what's that called? Like a
Separation anxiety.
Yeah, totally.
This episode of Long Story Short, the podcast, is brought to you by the Countdown to the Holidays Workbook. We're under 100 days to Christmas, friends, and we know the holidays are going to look and feel different this year, and we totally get it if that has you feeling overwhelmed or like ignoring the holidays completely. But we think the holidays can still be great, and the truth is they're coming whether you want them to or not. Our workbook will walk you through getting ready for the holidays week by week, but the real magic, that's going to happen in the exclusive Facebook group, where we'll keep you on track and continue to share ideas about how to manage the stress of the season, get it all done, and actually enjoy yourself in the process. Podcast listeners can use the code POD, P-O-D, for an exclusive discount. You can find the workbook at meganandwendy.com or via the link in our show notes. And now it's time for Megan and Wendy Approved, where we're going to tell you what we're loving.
You go first.
All right, so my thing is a thing that Wendy and I have loved for a long time that has pivoted for life in a pandemic, and that is paint classes with Timmery, who is our favorite paint instructor.
100%.
So Wendy and I, if you followed us on Instagram, you've seen so many pictures of us painting in Timmery's adorable studio in Newport Beach that she has since closed. And very early on, she made the pivot to teaching online classes. And at first I thought, I don't want to do this online, because part of the appeal is that we would go and we'd have dinner beforehand, and it really didn't even matter what we were painting. We just loved the process. But it turns out that it totally translates to life at home. I have a full stash of supplies, and she has a Patreon where you can sign up for up to 3 classes a week, depending on how much painting you think you're going to want to do. And we also get her subscription box for my daughter, although I think I am planning to steal the Halloween painting because
Me too.
Is so cute.
It's very cute.
And it is honestly a steal. Her Patreon starts at $15 a month, and fully worth it. I mean, that's going to get you at least 4 paint classes, and they are absolutely the typical Timmery style. I feel like she has thrived in this environment, and I love that little hour for myself of painting, and I'm so glad that I can.
By the way, this is not an ad for her. This is
all.
True love for painting. It's so much fun. I love it. I love it so much. At the beginning of the pandemic, I set up like a little paint studio out in my garage. and I would go out there and paint. We have since redid our garage in the last 6 months, and so my little paint studio is gone, but I'm going to break out the Halloween one because it's adorable. Okay, so my approved is the feel-good show called Ted Lasso on Apple Plus. It's so good. I wish I knew about it. No, actually, I wish I didn't know about it until it was over, because new episodes come out every Friday and they're only 30 minutes long. And I feel sad when it's over. It's a great show. It stars Jason Sudeikis as Ted, and he's an American football coach that is hired for a Premier League soccer team with no soccer training experience. And if you think it's about sports, it's not. It's just a feel-good, charming show. I love it so much. It's funny. It's inappropriate. It's good. It's good. Do you watch it?
I watch it and I love it, and I am now all caught up, which makes me mad because now I have to wait until Friday for a new episode. It's like appointment television. And on the one hand, I am kind of glad that they're doling them out because it gives me something to look forward to. On the other hand, I want it all. It is so funny. It's quietly funny. There's so many moments. The actor who plays Coach Beard, his name is Brendan Hunt, slays me. They give him 3 lines an episode, so most of his acting is these tiny little facial reaction. Kills me.
Yeah.
Every time. He's so good. Jason Sudeikis is obviously a genius. The whole show is so good, and something about people swearing with a British accent just levels me. I can't. It's so good.
Did you ever watch Dirty John, the original Dirty John?
No.
Oh, okay. So there's an actress. She's I think her name is Juno Temple, and she plays Keely on Ted Lasso, but she was in Dirty John and she played an American. So I was like, I know that's the same girl, but I swear I thought she was an American, but I think she's actually British.
She's really funny. Everyone is so good. It's a good ensemble cast. It is a feel-good show. It's not stressful to watch. We all know that I am a TV baby and I cannot handle stressful TV, and it's not stressful to watch.
I know. It's almost over. I think there's one more episode left, but I am happy to announce that it was picked up for season 2. So I love it. If you're not watching Ted Lasso on Apple Plus, you need to watch it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. We would love it if you would leave us a rating and a review. It absolutely helps people find us. You can find more about this episode at meganandwendy.com/podcast. If you have any questions, feel free to email us, meganandwendy@gmail.com, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.